Hi everybody, Mitchell Christian here yet again with another video. Now, as you can see by the title, this is definitely going to be about why school isn't needed at all. And I really mean at all. Like, every school in Australia should be demolished. So this isn't really, this isn't about school in Australia, but, it's just school in general, because I don't know how the American school curriculum works. Like, you guys might actually learn useful shit over there. But over here in Australia, it just goes over our head and we don't take anything out of school. Like, come time for university, you'll be like, wait, this stuff I didn't learn in school, what they're teaching me now, and they expect me to know it. So, this is what that kind of video is going to be about. So, basically, I quit school this year, and I'm only 16, and you're probably thinking, how the fuck did you quit school and shit? You have to be 17, don't you? That's true, but I went to TAFE instead. Now, I'm in a work education program, so it's like stuff to do with work and shit, but I've already been in the work industry before. But I'm only in this because, I quit school at an illegal age. So, I really have no choice to go there. Or else you can actually get fined for, like, not going to school or any form of education when you're my age. So, yeah, fuck that. So, anyways, the stuff that I learned at school was, like, Pythagoras' theorem and algebra. And, to be honest, I'm waiting to use algebra and the Pythagoras' theorem. So, thing is, like, if you're going to become an architect, that's great. You have to learn algebra and, like, the Pythagoras theorem. But if you're not going to be an architect or a builder or something along those lines, you don't really need it. And I feel like the school curriculum is really fucked up here because we learn stuff that we're not going to use. Like, 70% of my knowledge comes from the internet and The Simpsons and YouTube and just things that aren't school related. So, where did I learn the seven continents or what the names of the seven continents are? The Simpsons. Where did I learn, or when did I learn the biggest city in Australia is? I learned it on fucking YouTube. Where did I freaking learn, or when did I start to learn Japanese? On, like, freaking YouTube again. I didn't learn anything at school. And even though I'm definitely not fluent in Japanese, I'm just saying, where did my interest in learning Japanese start? It started on YouTube. It didn't start at school because they don't fucking teach Japanese at school. They teach German and Indonesian. Where the fuck are we gonna use either? Like, I get it, if you go to Indonesia, you're gonna have to use Indonesian. If you're gonna go to Germany, you're gonna have to use German. But, like, they don't, like, give you a variety and shit, and they just choose what they think is best. And I really think all schools in Australia should be demolished, and to be honest, they're not needed at all. Google is your school, YouTube is your school, The Simpsons is definitely your school. And you could probably even, like, learn the 50 American states from The Simpsons, because they always, like, have that map in their house being like, oh, where should we go next for holiday? And they're like not allowed back in 48 states except for, like, South Dakota and where they live, Springfield. Um, so it's kind of funny. Anyways, that's not my point. My point is that when I quit school this year and went to TAFE, I actually learnt stuff that I'm gonna use in the real world, not stuff that's, because, okay, I know I'm all over the place, but this is where my frustration comes from in life mainly. Like, how I was forced to go to school for like 11 years and I learned jack squat. I learned everything from the internet, Google, just everything you can think of. And so when I was looking for a job in Year 9, that was a year ago, I had a part-time job for a month approximately because school was getting in the way of my part-time job and I was too tired to go to school. So I had to quit my part-time job and I was kind of forced to as well. So, when I got my part-time job, the teachers were like, oh yeah, you need algebra to open a cash register. No, you don't. You don't need to know fucking algebra to open a freaking cash register. All you need is your name and password. There's no math, nothing involved. And then they're like, oh, you have to know math in order to count money. To some extent, yes, but the register does it for you, so you don't really need that either. And just, So when I went to TAFE this year, I actually learned stuff that I didn't know, like when I was working. So, a little fun fact here. Let's just say you work at McDonald's. Okay, in Australia we call it Macca's, but if Americans are watching this, I'll say McDonald's. So, let's say you work at McDonald's for like 6 days a week, averagely, and you earn about $500 a week. Well, that is your gross salary, $500. But then, if you're 18, they'll obviously take tax out, and then you're probably like left with $350. Now that's taking away $150. So by taking $150 away, that leaves you with your net salary. So gross is the money that you started out with, but then after tax, that's your net. And I did not, freaking get taught that in high school, but when I went to TAFE this year, I learned that like nearly and straight away, right off the bat. And that's what I really like about TAFE. Even though TAFE is really easy for me, and the work is easy too, like, I'm learning stuff that I'm gonna use in real life. But school is not like that. School is the complete opposite. They teach you stuff that you're not ever gonna use. Like, uh, just fuck it. Just seriously fuck it. Now, I know this wasn't an, you know, awesome video or anything, an awesome video or anything, but like, this is just getting my frustration out on the curriculum here and how it's really not needed. Like, school literally isn't needed here in Australia because, frankly, the kids are smarter than the teachers. Sorry, but it's the truth. Anyways, I hope you guys like this little venting like video. And if you want to keep up with my future videos and even, just like my videos in general, please click that subscribe button and I'll be seeing you guys whenever I make my next video. Bye!